Remember this little guy, the Hip DAC 3? We checked it out last year, and I recall saying something along the lines of this portable, rechargeable DAC-AMP solution being a giant slayer. I still think it's true, although that sentiment may change with our friends over at IFI Audio dropping this, the Hip DAC 3. It supposedly brings a couple of much requested and some evolutionary improvements to the game for only $10 more than before. Gosh, I can definitely get behind that. So let's find out if this is dope, or well, we know it's dope already, so how much doper is this compared to its predecessor? Let's find out after these messages. Laying side by side, you wouldn't be able to tell what's new with the Hip DAC 3 besides the name and the color, which is now titanium shadow. A little bit more muted, some might say more sophisticated than the first two versions, but identical in dimensions. $200 MSRP, all aluminum build just like before, cut around a hip flask design, which means it's not very friendly for audiophiles trying to quit drinking. The biggest visual changes once you start looking around is twofold. Gone is USB-A for data in, now there's USB-C like right there that supports 32-bit 384 kHz audio. And on the underside of the unit, there's this thing that IFI calls IE match switch, which provides impedance matching for hypersensitive earbuds. Internally, IFI has improved its jitter reduction GM3 circuitry and added metal film capacitors for better frequency response, and we'll chat more about SQ later on. Something that needs to be said in case you're new to this, the dedicated USB-C charging port can be used with the data in without interference. There's no noise artifacts, really nice for quiet listening. At the front, just like before, there's a balance 4.4 out that handles around 400 milliwatts, and on the side there or next to it is a 3.5S balance version at 280 milliwatts. The power volume knob combo, flanked by LED lights to the left and right of it, are just like before. They indicate battery levels as well as audio source type, so they change color based on what kind of file you feed it. And speaking of battery life, I managed 11.8 hours. That's pretty darn impressive at 35% volume with power match on. That button right there with my Hype 2 IEMs. In this very environmentally friendly box, and this is something that IFI does, by the way, has been doing for a long time, is including a lot of eco-friendly materials in their packaging as well as products. But in it, among other things, are these like 4 stick-on silicone feet that you can protect the bottom of your new Hip DAC if you want to. There are 3 cables included as well. There's one like fabric-lined USB-C to USB-C, which is this one, USB-C to Lightning for Apple users, and a regular USB-A to USB-C. I call these the micro penises of cables, but in case you need an all-in-one connector solution that you don't have to worry about like carrying 3 separate cables around, I've been using these cables from Rolling Square. I'm not sure if you've heard of them. Let me try to focus on this one. Come on, focus. This short one is called the InCharge X, and I also have this 2-meter long InCharge XL that when I want to use the IFI further away from my headphones, for example. To use them, it's really easy, guys. You just unlock and lock, just uncap it, and then you unlock the metal caps right here, or adapters, and then you can swap. So here's USB-C, and then there's Lightning right there, and USB-A to USB-C. So you can use it however you like it. And with a 100-watt rating, you can pretty much charge anything in your arsenal. And by the way, this isn't a sponsored post in any way. I was sent these like a while back and have been enjoying these cables so much that I just had to share it with you guys. And I'll link them down below if you're interested, and you get like 20% off if you use my code. It's down there, Gear Up with Aaron, I think. Yeah, so just feel free to check them out. Anyways, these are infinitely better than that. The addition of USB-C might seem like a small deal, but there are 2 pluses about it. A, it just means more compact cables to carry around, and B, standardization. And I don't want to hear in the comments later on people telling me that, hey, Aaron, USB-A is more common, so what do you mean by standardization? Take that back with that misinformation, dang it. Well, you're free to say what you want to say about it. So yeah, just go back to your S-video and serial port cable collection, boomer. To subjectively compare audio differences between the Hip DAC 2 and 3, I ran a range of songs through an LCDX headphone as well as a Thay Audio Hype 2 IEM. For the sake of this video though, I'm going to focus on two songs. Tracy Chapman talking about a revolution, and Dinah Krall's live Parisian performance of A Case of You. The new hip DAC doles out extra detail more so than its older sibling from the tonality of the guitars in Chapman's song, and not to mention her unique contralto vocals. Overall, I would say that the new IFI respects the original recording with very little coloration, if any, which is very similar to the old one as well. As Dinah Krall plays her piano, the slight darkness of the hammer strikes on the hip DAC 2 feels more lifted in the new one, while if you listen closely, her saliva pops in the recording sound more prominent as well. Now, slightly off topic, I've been testing the new first of its kind XMEM driver earphones from Creative with some of these same songs, and let me just say guys, it's been very, very interesting, and check out the full review coming soon. But anyways, this DAC-AMP has like neutralish sound profile, again like the older one, but brings marginal improvement to the transparency and definition in the mids to lower highs. I enjoy fiddling with things just like the next person, but I'll tell you what, I love the simplicity of things like the power match and X-Bass functions. There's just no like knobs or settings to fuss with. Power match gives your audio gear a good boost in gain that doesn't sound artificial, because that's the whole point of this kind of device after all. Whereas X-Bass, it boosts the already good bass response without like degrading the SQ of the song itself. Again, just like the older one.
Get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Your dark hair with those eyes so bright. They looking. get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Your dark hair with those eyes so bright. They look into my soul and it sparks my life. Can I take you there? Like it was the first time, do you remember? Can I take you there? Back to when we felt like this was forever. Can I take you there? Like it was the first time, do you remember? Can I take you there? You're all I need.
I'm impressed that IFI has kept the size identical, although I'm not surprised by that either. If you look at the two at the layout at the back, it seemed primed for an easy swap from USB-A to C anyways. And in terms of form factor, some of you may prefer the candy bar shape like that of the FiO BTR7, the KA17, things like that. Which is also exactly why I love the design of the Hip DAC series. It's arguably less practical slightly, but it's thin and flat and still very pocketable and constructed way better than the majority of the competition out there. Hand in hand with the size and design is the incredible battery life in this thing. Something that can last more than half a day in this genre is an easy win in my book, and should be in yours as well. In the recent past, people, including me, have harped on the short cables that IFI tends to ship with their gear, like these. When it was USB-A, it was even worse. The first two hip DACs look kind of clunky with its stubby short cables sticking out of your pocket, you know? And now that we've gone on the USB-C fun bus, having a short cable doesn't seem as bad. But because I need something legit to complain about, I think it would have been nice to have had a longer, maybe like 3-foot cable, plus the short one, like the one IFI did include, but with L angle connectors so you can stick the hip DAC and phone together without placing stress on the connectors themselves. Another bone I want to pick is with the volume knob. The Hip DAC 3 seems to have a sharper leading edge that snags onto clothing and has a higher potential of scratching things like your precious phone or watch screens in close proximity if you're not careful. It's really hard to show on camera or take measurements to definitively tell you with my caliper. I believe it's a finishing issue. It feels like someone forgot to deburr the corners here, and it's very noticeable when I run my finger over it. Let me try to catch it on the mic right here. You feel that or hear that? It just snags much more. And then the second version, it's a little bit smoother, like my skin doesn't feel like it's being scraped up as much as the new version. Simply put, if you are fixing to buy a powerful, portable, compact DAC-AMP unit that doesn't look like those chewing gum pack lookalikes, definitely put the Hip DAC 3 on your list. It sounds cleaner than ever before, is more adaptable to more of your gear, has enough potency to run almost any audiophile and or headphone out there without taking away too much from their original sound profile, which is really awesome. And bloody hell, USB-C is finally on board, my friends. Thank you, IFI, thank you so much. Now, if you already own the second gen, just a quick word here, I don't see it necessary to upgrade. You might want it for the IE match capability, but that's about it. But if you come from the first gen, I would definitely say yes. Well, that's all I got today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this. And for those of you commenters who had asked me like months and weeks ago to compare these two, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this is to your satisfaction, dang it. And if you like what I do in general, guys, remember to subscribe and thumbs up this video. Don't be a moocher, watch this and disappear and never come back. Please subscribe and reshare this channel, show some love. And speaking of channels, I have a new one as well. It's called the Non-Techie Tech Show. It's for tech videos or tech stuff and content that is not audio or mobile, like computing or smart home stuff. They all live there now. Go check it out, subscribe, turn on notifications so you get notified for both channels when I update them. But anyways, thanks for your support, guys. Remember to do something loving and kind for somebody in this world, because guess what? The world needs it more than ever, and it starts with you. I love you all very much. Peace out. God bless.